Hello. Hey, lovelies. So I have a question to respond to today. I was asked by a male follower. Um, he gave me his ideas on his thoughts on how to make sure that how to vet your partner, he would vet his wife before they get married, and that included to live together before marriage. I kind of voiced, at least you're thinking about it, that's good, but I wouldn't recommend living together before marriage. And he asked why. And I said, statistically, it doesn't work out really well. That there's been studies done that couples who live together before marriage don't typically stay married, as well as couples who don't. So honestly, I don't think they've got that nailed down on why that is. I'm sure, there's just too many variables. You could never possibly pinpoint the reason. There's a lot of reasons that people don't stay married, but I told him that I could give my theory. I have my theory based on female psychology that I could share with you. So this is for you, my dear follower. I thought it would help to share from a female perspective what is happening when a couple lives together and why that might not work out so well to get married from there as a test run. That's a pretty common theory, that you're going to have a test run and that living together is a good way to test out how the marriage would be before you actually make the commitment. And unfortunately, that is just not how it works psychology-wise for the women in this situation. So I want to explain to you why that is from my perspective, what my theory is. So a couple of things. Hopefully you're aware that for women, but maybe not, that's okay. Just want to cover all the bases, all the different levels here of female psychology. So first of all, you should know that for women, safety and security is really just number one, right? That's just the main thing that we need in a relationship and that we want in our life in general. We're not risk takers the way men are. And so you probably know that women are looking for safety and security, right? But do you know what the components are that go into achieving that for her? And there's lots of theories about day game and pickup artistry, and you should keep your woman feeling insecure so that she'll work hard for you. Okay, so that's the man's kind of masculine side of things, and I'm not going to try to really dispute that by any means. I'm very much a believer in polarity and the fact that what a man wants is very valid, and it's for a good reason why he wants what he wants, and what a woman wants is very valid and for good reasons as well. So I just want to share from the women's side. Initially, the first half of how you create safety and security for her, and usually what you're going to run into in the beginning of a relationship, is that you as a man are going to be strong and masculine, and that attracts her. That makes her feel safe. That makes her feel like you could defend her if needed, right? Because you're big and strong, and so that feels good, right? And that gets you started in the relationship. Hi, Jeremy. Yes, I do relationship advice. Go ahead and tell me if you have any questions. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it today, but I will do my best. Okay. So initially, you're going in the relationship based on attraction. You're strong and masculine, and that makes her feel good and safe and attracted to you, right? All good. So then, when you go to live together, that is not quite the second piece of the puzzle. The second piece of the puzzle is commitment, okay? And how the strength of your commitment to her is going to be the second half of what you need to make her feel safe and secure, right? So when you go to live together, you don't quite have that commitment. It feels, hi, Ophelia. It feels to her um, like she's compromising on her standards. At first, she may be like totally happy about it. She's just thrilled that you're into her and you want to be with her, what seems like a permanent basis. And we can get really, really confused on what's permanent and what's not, right? Like, marriage is permanent, even though, these days it's semi-permanent, but it really is standing up in front of your friends and family and telling them you commit. And to this woman, it's got you invest a lot of money into it. So it really is a real commitment. Whereas, like you said, if you are testing the relationship out, you really are not committed, right? You're trying it on to see if you want to be committed. But to her, what it feels like is a compromise, and it's a step down from where she really wants to be. So if she feels like going from living together is going to lead to the marriage pretty quickly, then you might be okay. Like that, that might work out. But what you don't want to do is string her along to feel like to where she has to like give up on the possibility of marriage. Like she's just like hanging on, white knuckling it, trying to hang in there for marriage. And then you don't quite get there in time. She's going to feel like she's really compromising what she wants out of the relationship, if that makes sense. So to her, it feels like she's no longer living in alignment with her values and with her desires. Do you see what I'm saying? So that can start to tear down her self-esteem and her self-confidence. And what you're going to end up with too much of that in-between stage is that she's going to feel, she's going to get really anxious, and it's a really kind of unappealing stage for a woman. So what you can end up with is that she's a perfectly wonderful person and would make a great wife, but when you do the test drive, you're actually kind of making her crazy. so so that's the way I would put that I think is not going to lead to the effect and the outcome that you think it will. Does that make sense? So on Periscope, I'm gonna wait if you guys want to ask any questions or follow up, or is this making sense to you? And I'm gonna look at this question here on YouTube and see if I can answer it. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll try. Okay, I think this girl likes me. We know each other for a month, but when we did a stream, she bites her bottom lip a lot and laughs at everything I say. She wants to do another stream. We live far away from one another, and I feel the chemistry. Am I overthinking the body language? No, that definitely sounds like good body language for sure. Bottom lip and laughing is good body language. So I think you are right that you're feeling the chemistry, and that she is interested in you and that she likes you. So what are you going to do about it is the question. Are you going to go to her, run over there, and pursue her and pursue the relationship and move it towards commitment, or not? So that's the question. Jeremy asked, should I give it time? That is generally not on your side. If you like a girl, you should pursue her. And if she's into you, go for it. The more time you give her, the less secure she's going to feel, and the crazier you're going to make her. So you're probably not going to like the girl she turns out to be if you give her too much time, if that makes sense. Maybe I should let it feel natural. Okay, is it not feeling natural to you? If it's not feeling natural, then don't push it. I mean, it sounds like she's interested in you, but if you don't like her enough to pursue her, see, this is my big thing with men, that you're going after women who you're not really that into or that interested in, and that is not going to bode well for the relationship. She's going to sense that, and feel insecure if you're not super into her. Do I think distance would be a problem? It's a problem if you think it is. If you don't like her enough to pursue her and close the distance and make it not a problem, then it's going to be a problem. It's natural, but I don't want to push and I want to give it time so I don't make a mistake. Okay, if you think it's going to be a mistake to go after her, then you're probably right. If you don't feel the self-confidence and trust in your own instincts to go after a woman that makes you feel really strongly, like that's what you are looking for, is a woman who makes you just feel overwhelmingly needing to be with her. Okay, and I cannot stress that enough for young men. Like, don't go after a woman that you just feel meh about. Okay, that is a mistake. What isn't a mistake is going after a woman who really, really makes you feel super compelled to be with her, like you just would never want to be anywhere else in the world but with her. Then she's the one, and you should go for her, and don't look back. So, but obviously, when you go for her, what you're looking for is important. What you're vetting for is important. If she doesn't respond favorably to your pursuing her, then that's your sign that it's not going to work out. So that's what you're testing for, is does she respond favorably and like trusting in you and really want to receive the love that you're ready to give her. Okay, so I hope that helps, guys. And thanks so much for watching. And you can find me at limitlessbyleela.com. My name is Mrs. Leela Thomasone, and I am a dating, relationship, and marriage mentor. You can sign up for my email list at limitlessbyleela.com. I'm on Twitter, Periscope, and Facebook, and you can always reach me there. I would be happy to meet with you at any time that you want to discuss options for empowering yourself in your relationships. And that would be at meetme.so/limitlessbyleela if you want to schedule that. So thanks, guys. I will see you again next time. Bye.